Lord Ganesha is worshipped at the beginning of every activity, acquiring knowledge, a marriage, a voyage, or whilst in peril. Nirvignam kurume deva sarva karyeshu sarvada. This is the prayer to the Vignahar who destroys all the hurdles. Lord Ganesha, in the form of intellect, knowledge, art and might, resides in the homes and the minds of every Indian. In our Shastras, Ganpati is considered to be Omkar Swarup. The universe originated from the explosion of the sound of Omkar. This elaborates the fundamental persona of Ganesha. This profound glory has been narrated by Maharshi Vyas in Ganesh Puran. Ganesh Puran states various incarnations of Ganesha in different yugas or ages. Mahotkot Vinayak in Satyayug, Ganesh in Tretayug, Ganesh in Dwapar and Dhumraketu in Kali Yug. The forms in each yuga may be different. However, the mission is the same, establishing the dharma and protecting the holy souls. Many stories of Ganesha are popular. The surreal story of his birth is very well known. He had broached the pride of Lord Brahma himself by the display of several universes that he embodied. He is the slayer of Sindhurasur. Once, Kartikeya asked his father, Lord Shiva, "Hey Lord, you have so far told me several forms of vratas. Is there any easy method to achieve Sarvasiddhi? Something that will give me joy, will quench my thirst for knowledge, that will eradicate all ills?" Shiva said, "Dear son, Ganesha was born on the 4th day of the first fortnight in the month of Bhadrapad. Serve Ganesha every year for 10 days from this day. Your wishes will come true. By doing this vrata, Kartikeya attained moksha and siddhi. Today, this vrata goes by the name of Ganeshotsav. Ganesha is the deity of yogis and tapasvis and also favorite of the common man. In Ganpati Utsav, the social differences get wiped out. All the devotees from all over the world unanimously sing his glory. Ganesha has played the wonderful role in co-joining an individual to the society. This extraordinary power of Ganesha was appropriately utilized by Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak in the pre-independence era. He gave a public outlook to this festival. Worshipping Lord Ganesha inspired the poor and helpless to fight against injustice. For over 100 years now, we have been celebrating this festival in its social form. Relearning Ganpati has become necessary not just for self and spiritual growth, but also for the reincarnation of the nation as a whole. Simply by knowing and understanding the outward appearance of the destroyer of all the hurdles, one may muster strength to combat the dangers that may befall. This incarnation has in-depth spiritual meaning, and at the same time, it also gives practical lessons to learn. Gajanan means the one who has face of an elephant. In the entire fauna, the head of an elephant is the largest. This underlines the importance of intelligence. It signifies the supremacy of knowledge. With the mental abilities, one will be able to steer ahead always. Elephants stay in herd. They destroy the evils that come their way using their intelligence. What can be a better symbolization of an ideal society? The 5 sensory organs are the main receptors of knowledge. Ganpati indicates us to be in charge of our senses. The eyes of Lord Ganesha are tiny, which teach us to have an accurate insight, balanced thinking, and rational decision making. Yet the eyes are not distant and detached out of rationalistic approach. They ooze with kindness, love, and everlasting joy. Ganesha has big ears that give him name of Shupakarna. An elephant is always alert due to his large ears, as if they are radars for the forthcoming dangers. He can hear distant sounds and absorb maximum knowledge. Trunk. The nose of Ganpati is icon of the sensitivity. This is the most interesting feature of this deity. The nose of an elephant also functions like his hand and his weapon. Children love Ganesha because of his beautiful trunk. If you observe minutely, one of the tusks of Ganesha is broken to half. He is also called as Ekadanta due to this. He had used one of his tusks in one of the wars as a weapon. Ganesha's love for Modak is well known. This tells us to enjoy life but not to get too immersed into it. In times of war, these tusks can become a weapon. The fifth sensory organ is the skin. The complexion of Ganesha is dusky. Dusk is neither gaseous nor solid. Similarly, Ganesha is Sagun as well as Nirgun, with a form yet formless. There are temples of Ganesha everywhere in India. The 8 temples in Maharashtra called Ashtavinayak are considered very important. According to the Puranas, Ganpati first appeared on the earth in the village Morgaon. Moria Gosavi was such an ardent devotee of Ganesha that his name eventually got fused with the name of Ganesha. Ganpati Bappa Moria. The Atharvashirsha describes Ganesha very vividly. The devotees of Ganesha love him in any form, but it is stated that while installing Ganesha's idol, it is preferred that Ganesha is seated appropriately on his asana. Shastra says that this idol should be made out of river clay by the devotee himself. But this is impossible these days. After the immersion, it's inevitable that idol gets dissolved in the 5 elements. In modern times, it's advisable to bring an idol that is eco-friendly. It's now time for Ganpati's arrival. On a parting note, I would like to mention that while bringing the idol home, cover it with a cloth, with its face towards you, as the idol is yet to be installed. It's still not awakened. Perform the puja of the person who brings the idol into the house. Wash the person's feet with milk and warm water. Ganpati arrives in a very holy ambience with a lot of pomp and fare. Ganpati Bappa Moria.